It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out in his second NFL season after such a decorated career at the University of Texas. Here's Sam Ehlinger.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Franks now to throw on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On first down, here's Franks. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Franks. And his throw here is incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away.
Oh, get the...
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Oh, Cook is back.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they got him behind
Oh, dear
the
God.
goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. On the return, it's Rodgers. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
is his first carry. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First carry here for Kane-Nwangu. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The Vikings had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Ellinger. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. James Lynch collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Ellinger. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown, Colts. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to his knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And out now come the Vikings. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Drive will start with Nwangu. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On play action, Cousins.
Oh, my God.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range. And the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Going on here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Ellinger to throw. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. Touchdown!
Wow.
Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings back out there. And he's had a hard time avoiding the interceptions of late. A couple last week, a couple more so far in this one. See if he can do better here as they start with a 1st down.
Just the zone easy.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
The defender certainly did.
Okay. Who the hell do we got at quarterback? Yeah.
Out of the backfield, there's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that's the route. No shot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And it's Franks now from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Rager. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. So we are struggling.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? He brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
Jesus Christ.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's got it to about the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All right, Herb, you fumbled the last time I threw you the ball.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, had a career low.
We did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there's still something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts set to take over here offensively as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down throw. Here's Franks. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Ellinger. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Franks. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to get the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
The Franks looking to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was one play, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now Franks. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Franks now. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Franks. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Franks. Touchdown.
He was wide open.
Mo Alley Cox, 34 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Jesus Christ.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a give running left is the Wandu. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
You just can't get sacked, buddy. You can't get sacked.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And Johnson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he whips that one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing at the really comfortable level. We're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 40 to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Thank you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now it's 2nd down throw. Here's Franks. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's Franks now from the shotgun. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
From the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow,
Of course.
that ball gets knocked
And one
free,
time I get the
but a
fumble,
teammate
they
comes
get it
along
back.
and scoops it up. It's almost like
Nobody's
baseball.
there to do
Guys
it.
at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ellinger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back when he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And no return here. Will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mullen's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Wow.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got it down to the 28. Second down and 7.
Jefferson. Watch Herb. Herb may be open.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. From the 27, Ellinger. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here's Michael Pilardi now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Oh,
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
We need to score quick.
On 2nd down, here's Nwogu. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Ellinger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Franks. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive, is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now it's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Franks. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10. At time, a huge factor. That is caught by Thielen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incomplete.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here's Hines, taken down at the 30. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. And they will take a knee here. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory, and it was a bit of a strange game.
That's it. Season over right there. Season over.